Hello everybody, I hope you're all well. I'm Lillian and welcome to today's video. So I want to say something in regards to my previous video. I didn't get to say hello, to be honest. I think I skipped it. When I was putting the clips together, I realized I didn't say it. Sorry for that. So hello, I hope you're well. Today is gonna be just a simple video because I skip putting up videos. My hope and wish is to put up a video, at least a video every weekend, at most 2. However, I'm unable to. Mosquitoes. During the summer time here, there are very many mosquitoes. They eat you up like it's their last day of living. So before I got distracted by the mosquito bite, because they really bite you and you feel itchy, I've actually got those little swellings, but it's okay. However, I was saying that my wish and hope is to put out a video every week, that is over the weekend, at most 2 videos over the weekend. But sometimes circumstances dictate and you find yourself unable to do something that you wish to do. And I've decided to make a simple video to keep you up, you know, to keep the channel active, like I'm there no matter being unwell also. So yeah, today I wanted to share a few things or points from my own perspective, which I'll say maybe the harsh or rude awakening of living here far away from home. And from home I mean from all the life you're used to, your family and friends, the cultures, the traditions, the food and the way of living together in a community. Yeah, in comparison to being here. I wrote them down here and so that I don't forget them. I wrote down a few. I'm sure there could be many, even in regards to other people. So the first one I wrote down, especially to this country, Italy, is the language barrier. The language barrier here is so high. You should at least strive so hard to have the knowledge of the language. Otherwise, you'll have a hard time. Mosquitoes. You'll have a hard time communicating, relating, socializing, or even finding work, because the biggest percentage of people, maybe over 75% of the people, have little to no knowledge of English, and they are very proud of their language, which is fine because I think very many people are proud of something about themselves. I'm proud to be Ugandan and I'm proud of my tribe and where I come from. Which, guys, I feel like somebody's is gonna water me. I'm seated in our garden. I'll show you about later. I feel distracted, but anyway, the second point is as I was saying, most jobs also require the knowledge of the language and an Italian certificate. Can you imagine if you've moved all the way to find work here? It's like starting afresh, to be honest, especially if you've come to this non-English speaking country. My third point is that your university degrees are of little to no use or value here. How sad, really sad, because I believe in people having potential to do anything, and I believe we have some of the wisest and knowledgeable people out back home, and back home I mean generally in Africa. I'll give you a scenario. One day I had some few connections here, and so especially for us foreigners, they were calling for job interview related to civil engineering because that's my field. When I went, I was among the first people actually to take the interview. It all went well, but one thing I regretted was not to record, because okay, oh god, I'm sorry guys, I forgot to record because I left home telling myself reach there and record everything. So when I reached, I forgot to record, but the lady told me this statement. To this day, I have never forgotten. We don't value education from Africa. I was like, no. And that time, you know, when you want to take on an opportunity, you don't want to argue back. I'm someone who likes to really calmly and maybe positively assure someone that what you're saying is not true, you know. We are smart people out there. I mean, we can do whatever you can do. And with professional courses, all the things we study are mostly from the standards of the Americans or the British. For example, in civil engineering, we did all the designs were according to British standards or even American standards. I mean, they are professional courses, so. And I remember the lady told me the only work we can give you if you do handiwork like mason or painter or plumber. And I'm like, okay, I can do this because I know it will equip my skill, improve on my basic skill. Anyway, enough of that, but that was the true reality. And then also the driver's license. I have a Ugandan driver's license, and when you come here, you have to start afresh to get a driver's license. Okay, I get it. Here they drive on the right, and back home we drive on the left. So maybe somehow I need the knowledge. In fact, in the earlier years or months when I just come here, I felt like they are doing everything on the opposite side. I'm like, oh my god. But now I'm used to it. Interesting, when I go back home, now I'm like, hey, we should pass this side instead of passing the other side. So, and speaking of driver's license, I mean, the last video I told you I was studying for my driver's license exam, which I had very little time to study for a lot of information, and they ask technical things, and so I failed it. I was actually surprised even of the result because I had 24 out of 30. I thought I had like 15. You know, they ask questions. No, it's not only about science. They can ask, when on a slope, should your clutch be down or high? And remember, it's in Italian. Some of these terms I learned of late, like a brake is called frene, braking, frenatura. Such terms, how would I have known? So I feel I couldn't have passed. I would have passed I thought I would have passed miraculously. And then my fifth point is no sense of community here. Networking and making friends is not always easy. Back home, you'd have very many people to reach to, go to a neighbor, make friends with them, eat sugarcane together, all made together. And then my sixth point is that people here hardly greet each other. Like a very, very limited percentage of somebody will say hello to you. And this I am saying in terms of a stranger neighbor. By stranger neighbor, I mean like somebody you don't know, but you're next to them. Especially when you're traveling on public transport. I used to do this every time, like I would go on train and I'm greeting somebody. Okay, when I enter, then I sit next to somebody, I say, buongiorno, which is good morning, if it is morning, or ciao, or salve, and they don't reply. And it can crush your soul if you're not strong, you know. Because in Uganda, this is very simple. You know, our matatus, the ones we call taxis, when you enter, you say, mjebale, hello, muri mutya, mwasibye mutya, like, how are you? How was your day? Everyone, as in it's like a norm, which I really appreciate about us Ugandans. So, and last and sadly, is that you lose most of your friends you had back home, that you once held genuinely too. Guys, I've been chewed up by mosquitoes. I don't know why, maybe distance, but you get to find your real friends, the genuine friends who will stay about all the time. However, I must add that I've got close to my family, my siblings being here, and I've also attained real, genuine friends. Because at the end of the day, you need reality, genuinity, honesty, somebody who will be there for you no matter the circumstances, no matter the distance. You feel them close, yet you are miles apart. All I can say that life does get better as you blend in the culture and norms of life here. For as long as you know who you are, what you want, and what you're pursuing in life, you continue running after your dreams and aspirations. Yeah guys, that was it. Anyway, I hope you found the video insightful. Comment down below your views and opinions. Have you had people solve this? Or do you have any family member who is experiencing this? Or you yourself are living abroad and have experienced the same scenarios? Share and subscribe if you haven't. My wish and prayer is to have a community of 1,000 people who have subscribed by the end of the year. So yeah, that is it guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next one. God bless you. Ciao ciao. Today I won't be putting up a verse as I usually do at the end, and I've decided to say it out. It is a verse that I've been meditating upon this whole week, and it is from the book of Acts chapter 20 verse 24, and it says, "However, I consider my life worth nothing. My only aim is to finish the race and complete the task the Lord Jesus has given me, the task of testifying the good news of God's grace." It's a great verse in my opinion, because as Christians we know that we have been created to praise and honor God in whatever we do, in our highs and lows, because God has us, so we shouldn't worry about our life. His grace is abiding, is overflowing, you can't comprehend how much it is, and so we shouldn't worry. It is always available in whatever circumstances, highs or lows, in our pursuits, in our breakdowns, in our pains. God's grace is always abiding. I just remembered that I had said I would show you around the garden, and this is our garden. If you're an African and you know the gardens we have back home are not like this, but this is what they call garden here. And the good thing, the trees around here are all fruit trees. So let me show you. I'll turn the camera. So this is our garden, and this big tree here, you can tell by the root stump, is big. It's an apricot tree. The season is over, the fruits are out. And then this one is a plums. Oh my, but those are the fruits. This brings tinier fruits. And then this one, they all dried, they're out. When we were young, oh my, we would rush to grab fruits from this kind of trees. These trees, this tree. In English it's called Nedla, I think. Yeah, this is our garden. Let me show you the plums on this one. Look. Sometimes I grab and eat. Then let me show you the lemon tree. We have big lemons. Sadly, I cannot eat them because I'm the only one who tries to produces big lemons. Look. But nobody's around to eat them, so most of the time we have to throw them away. Look. plant most of these flowers.